Hi, I'm here at Boulder Humane Society with First Gentleman Marlon Reese, Senator Sonia Juarez Lewis, and Representative Monica Duran, and most importantly, Dude and Chacho, who Representative Duran and Senator Juarez Lewis are holding. And we're really excited because thanks to the work of Senator Juarez Lewis and Representative Duran, there's a big step forward in Colorado for consumer safety, for helping to reduce the heart-wrenching practice of inhumane puppy mills. And the heart of the legislation is really transparency and disclosure for consumers. You know, across Colorado, pets become members of our families. That's what Gia is for us, a source of unconditional affection and joy. And while many responsible breeders provide high-quality care for the animals that they supervise, there are sadly puppy and kitten mills in various states across the United States that are mass breeding programs, often to the extreme detriment of the health of the mothers and, of course, to the puppies. And sometimes consumers buy ill puppies and are stuck with hundreds or thousands of dollars of health bills, and sometimes even that's not enough, and the puppy is unable to recover. Sadly, some of the puppy mills and kitten mills use inhumane practices, not allowing animals to see sunlight, keeping them in small cages, preventing interactions with other animals. And that is really against our Colorado values. And often many of the animals that aren't being cared for don't even survive long enough to find a forever home. The Pet Store Consumer Protection Act helps consumers make the best choice about where to adopt their dogs and cats from, and helps support breeders who are responsible, who hold themselves to a high standard of humane care in their homes. I want to thank Representative Duran, also Representative Soper for this bipartisan bill, Senator Juarez Lewis, the Colorado Department of Agriculture, and animal advocates across our state for championing animal welfare, breeder accountability, and consumer protection. I'd like to turn it over to Representative Monica Duran, and she gets to hand Chacho to me.
Oh my gosh, this is just amazing. We've been working so hard for a few years to get to this point. I want to make sure I thank Governor Polis. Thank you for signing this bill today. I want to make sure to thank my co-prime sponsor who could not be here today, Representative Soper, who was instrumental in helping to work on this bill. My Senate sponsor, Senator Juarez Lewis, HSUS, Aben Royale, Amy Jesse, really all our advocates, all our supporters that really pitched in and got us to this point today. I'm so grateful and appreciative. And last but not least, I want to make sure to thank our First Gentleman, Marlon Reese, being such a strong advocate, a strong supporter, and being there every step of the way. It really does take a village to get this done, and we are willing and ready and committed to working on our puppy mill situation. And someday we'll be up here signing that bill. But today we're signing the Pet Store Consumer Protection Act, which is a tremendous step in keeping our pet stores accountable and protecting our consumers. And I know this seems like just a small thing, but it really isn't. In the bigger picture of things, this is really important. And it's important to remember too that, you know, change and difference sometimes comes in little steps, and that's what we're doing here. I'm really excited and thrilled and really emotionally overwhelmed that we're here today to get this signed. So thank all of you so much. Let's keep working really hard together because that's what it's going to take. And I will pass this on to my Senate sponsor.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here. I am super proud to have worked with Representative Duran, and just huge gratitude to our First Gentleman, Marlon Reese, and to the governor for supporting this bill. It's a great first step to protect consumers against what happens with the puppy mill dogs coming in and the kitties. A personal story, I actually adopted a deaf Dalmatian from one of the shelters in Denver. They did not know for the first month that the puppy was deaf. It was me working with the puppy, discovering it. It was from a puppy mill in Kansas where they were just dumping puppies across the line. We cannot have that anymore. And this is a great first step, because now you'll be able to go to the Department of Ag PACFA site. You can look up the breeders, you can get information and find out who was the breeder of this puppy or kitty from the pet store that you're buying it at. But we have much more to do, and I'm looking forward to working with the Humane Society, with all the animal folks. I'm a proud member of the Colorado Claw Caucus, the biggest caucus in the state of Colorado and in the capital, and we've got more to do. We've got to do something about the puppy mills and the kitty mills that are dumping animals, and it hurts families, because we just can't have this anymore, where we have animals that are not well and are being really just let off to unaware consumers. So much more work to do, and we're going to do it. But today, this is our first step. So thank you.
All right.
Yeah, didn't you want to speak?
Do you want to say 2 words?
Okay, I'll just.
Excellent.
I'm not much of a public speaker, but I do want to express my profound gratitude to the bill sponsors, to Representative Monica Duran and Representative Matt Soper and Sonia Jaquez-Lewis, our senator, for their leadership on this issue. And I also want to express my gratitude to our colleagues at HSUS, Amy Jesse and Aubin Royal, who are here today, and for all of the animal advocates who have made this day possible and made this bill possible. And it's a wonderful step that we're taking on behalf of our family members, because we know that our dogs and cats are a family. So thank you all so much.
Okay. Without further ado, we'll move to the law of Colorado. It's official. Yay! We're gonna look. We're gonna put a paw for
Get in.
No,
let's
let's
get a
picture.
picture.
Let's all get a picture. Okay.